Hi fans, and welcome to Pro Wrestling International. You got the real deal alongside
Live Wire
and
the Tornado. Match number 2 this week, gentlemen.
We've got Sergeant Nelson here, one of the Marine Corps' finest.
Hey, get up, salute.
Yep.
I am
And hit! Neil, you used to be in the service, didn't you?
I was the Gomer Pyle of Indianapolis.
Looks like we've got referee Bill Holton in here, scratching that fine bald spot. You know,
Bill kind of has some military too.
You know, Bill's not just the president; he's also a member.
And he is a member. You're right.
You got that right. I think he's taking on a young newcomer to the Pro Wrestling International, the Midnight Rocker.
This should be an interesting match. 2 young guys here in Pro Wrestling International. As you see, Sergeant Nelson getting rid of the duds and handing them to our lovely ring attendant, Miss Kim.
What do you know about the Midnight Rocker, Tornado?
He's quick. He's fast.
What do you know about Miss Kim?
I figured you'd ask that. Nelson's looking really good this week, isn't he?
He's looking fit as a fiddle.
I think Miss Kim must be kind of out of that John Dillinger era, the lady in red.
Or you could...
Stunned you, didn't I?
She is stunning.
I know my Indiana history. Why do you think I grow the beard? I spend so much time up here. It's hot down in Texas.
I bet you.
Just kicking back, enjoying a good match. Beautiful suplex, body
wrench
slam.
style. That was very quick. Usually don't see that until the later stages of the matches.
You know, these two are both young newcomers, but do have the experience.
The Rocker don't get up, it's going to be the late stages.
Oh, you got that right. Big clothesline there by Sergeant Nelson.
Is he bleeding or something? It looks like he has a bunch of tourniquets on his legs.
I believe those are just a rockin' style.
Oh, my fault, guys.
I know whenever I go to the concert, I like to tie band-aids on my feet.
What about the Pocahontas boots? What do you think, Tornado?
The Pocahontas boots.
Yep, it looks like he's poked a few Honasses.
Wait a minute, where's my crayons at? I need to keep notes.
Oh, goodness.
He's got some kind of UFC style.
Wait a minute, where's my sunglasses at? The referee needs to change positions. I couldn't quite see that last trip.
That was a pretty nice full moon he gave us. Oh, this is a great match. They're tied up. Nelson's putting him back in the rope. Are we going to get a clean break here?
Let's see if we get a clean break. It would be nice to see one.
I think somebody just landed an elephant. I heard some feedback. What are you guys doing over there, these microphones?
I don't know. Looks like Nelson's working on the arm. That's a sign of a true ring class right there. Pick on a body part and focus on it.
Look at that, though. Look at that kick out of that.
Whoa, super kick. Dallas, I've seen a lot of your matches, and you like to focus on one part of the body and kind of exploit it.
Well, you have to. You have to pick a part of the body and work on it. It depends on type of wrestler you're working on. If you got Von Blitzkrieg, get him off his feet. You got to get that weight advantage off of you.
Now,
work on his air.
I have a question for you, Dallas. How would you get a man like Blitzkrieg off his feet?
I think you just keep him away from the table.
Make him chase you a little bit. Play defense, make him chase you. He's going to run out of oxygen after about, probably half a second. And then take that knee out because that knee's got a lot of stress on it.
Speaking of knees having a lot of stress on it, the Midnight Rocker is sure giving Nelson one heck of a workover on that knee. He's just not letting up. He is relentless.
Thought he was almost going to get and Nelson doing something
Whoa, did I see him rake the eyes?
Oh, he's got a bad wheel, guys.
Hand me that pink one. I need to write that down.
Ooh, he's exposing that injury to the leg even more.
Look at that. The Midnight Rocker, he is just not going to give up. It's these young guys. You know, a lot of times we'll come out and we'll say something about how youthful they are and inexperienced. But these young guys are the lifeblood. They're tomorrow's stars, and you've seen them today here in the PWI.
They are the future of professional wrestling. There ain't no kindreds here. What do you think, Tornado?
Well, these guys come out here and they work quickly. They move after move after move, and I'm going to ignore that last statement. I know you're over there looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot, but you'll notice I like to slow the pace down. I like to slow it down.
Veteran right there.
Sometimes you got to speed it up, but I like to slow it down. I've always said I may not be the strongest, I may not be the quickest,
or the best looking.
Well, that's true too, but I darn well may be the smartest.
Well, that's arguable, but hey.
Open to debate.
You're good in my book, Tornado.
Thanks a lot.
Looks like they're mainly focusing on the legs in this. I wonder if there's some injuries with both these wrestlers that I'm not aware of.
You have to kind of wonder about that. You have to wonder about why a wrestler will go after a certain body part. The Rocker is a young high flyer. Maybe if you take his knees out, he's not going to be able to get up in the air for a drop kick, say, or a Frankenstein.
Yeah, or topes, planches, moonsaults, you name it, the Rocker can do it. What do you say, Tornado?
Boy, I am seeing some stuff out of Sergeant Nelson that I've never seen. That was a headbutt right to the, well, you know what.
You know, this Rocker and the young man we had on in our first match, the Indiana Kid, which again sometimes goes as the Indiana Rocker, they make a fine young tag team. And I think here in the fans here in the PWI better keep their eyes open for them.
You think Walker and Powers ought to take notice, or you think these two are a little green yet to get some serious title contention?
Well, I think they're going to have to work their way up. There's a lot of good tag teams here in the PWI. We don't know who Damian Anderson's put together as his tag team yet for the Devil's Den. There's always Austin and myself, even though right now, obviously, I'm going to be concentrating on singles matches. The Dangerous Bull, Don Basher, I hear rumors he might be bringing in a new man to be his partner. They're going to have to work their way up, and Walker and Powers know each other real well. They've had wars for many years. Now they're together, and they're looking real good as the champs.
You know, after this, Ian Rotten runs his little feud with Pondo and finally sells that. You know, Ian's got a lot of friends in the world of professional wrestling. Who knows who he might bring in to go after the gold?
Would it be his brother?
I don't know. I'm not sure if they've really patched up the relationship yet, but could we see Bad Breed versus James Boy sometimes in the future?
Well, I'd be willing to sign it. Ian and I are very good friends, but if the matchmaker feels that that's the best match and we're the top two teams, that's something new in '96 we're going to look at is there's no friends. We're going to put the best matches out there.
Look at this submission hold by Sergeant Nelson.
It's kind of an octopus hold. He's stretching kind of the arm.
He might get a submission.
Bill Holtum right in there checking.
He did.
Oh, that's Sergeant Nelson showing that he's got a little more ring experience than the young Rocker.
His leg is feeling it. He took quite a beating on that left leg, that left knee, but I'm not exactly sure what kind of hold that was, but Midnight Rocker had enough of it.
It's good we saw a nice, clean match, guys.